Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. Leaving a like, leaving a comment, or subscribing, all of these things help out the channel immensely and are very, very much appreciated. Welcome back to another News I Missed, where I go over News I Missed. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. A report commissioned by South Korea's federal government recommends the domestic crypto industry adopts a licensing system for exchanges and token issuers as a way of protecting investors. The report issued by the Financial Services Commission, or the FSC, to the National Assembly, the country's legislator, also calls for new regulations to mitigate insider trading, pump and dump schemes, and wash trading within the cryptocurrency space. One of the main things that always annoys me, myself, about news like this is that all of those things happen in the stock market, and there's usually very little done to the people who do have millions or billions of dollars, who do the insider trading, who do the pump and dump schemes. And I'm sure you've seen it before, even people who have been convicted of, and I mean really heinous, like, people are, it's also slightly legal to do this in stocks. I saw a little documentary thing, video, whatever, about how banks do it, and banks know that they don't really have to say anything. A lot of people pay attention to their portfolios. And if a huge portion of people see, for instance, JP Morgan Chase has decided to short or bet against a particular stock, and they're whatever pre-selling, yada, 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 that stock may collapse on a Monday, whether they actually have intentions of selling said stock or not. And a lot of times before, not even just with JP Morgan, but in general, a stock's price may fall on a Monday morning. By the end of the day, it's gone back up, because when it fell earlier, the company who was shown to be potentially shorting, or even mentioned before, we don't see that much value in said company, ended up buying up a whole bunch of that stock. So it's always a little annoying when the cryptocurrency space, we are not perfect by any means. But whenever we get thrown into this kind of like, well, we got to make sure that illegal stuff is not happening. It's like, can you try and do that to the original system first before, you come jump down our backs? The new regulations would be stricter, and the penalties for failure to comply would be harsher than those, than those in the Capital Markets Act that the domestic crypto industry currently abides by. The comparative analysis of the Virtual Property Industry Act, reportedly obtained exclusively by Korean Economic Daily on Tuesday, revealed a recommendation to establish a licensing system that would apply to coin issuers, such as companies that operate ICOs and crypto exchanges. Varying degrees of licenses would be issued based on the risk involved. Why not? Sure. This continues, I assume, logically, with the Lunaterra saga. The South Korean government regulatory body is not too happy as to what happened. I assume that this is a lot of, once again, I believe that this is embarrassment for them. A lot of the countries who opened up to the cryptocurrency space, if something happens within their borders, they always seem to, almost said clench, but clench is basically it. Anyway, that's the South Korean government is looking into more licensing rules for cryptocurrencies. This is only going to cause a gigantic rift in the industry for companies who are going to be compliant and follow all the rules, and other people who are going to make other products, because there's more coming. This isn't the end of it. That are going to be similar to DeFi and have no actual affiliation with any government, any country, anything. People are going to use it. Governments are going to try and figure out a way to clamp down on it, and they won't know how to do it. It's always something bad has happened, let's react really quickly. And the cryptocurrency market continues to evolve quicker than regulators can keep track of it. But that's for another time, I guess. Yeah, that's the new rules are coming. News. And yeah, moving along. This was quite popular and is like, okay, that's kind of cool. Louis Vuitton owned Swiss luxury brand. I've heard this pronounced many different ways. I've heard Tag Heuer. I've heard Tag Heuer. Tag Heuer. It looks like it should be Tag Heuer if you say it in German. Tag Heuer. It looks like Tag Heuer. So I'm going to say Tag Heuer announced earlier this week that it will accept a total of 12 major cryptocurrencies plus 5 stablecoins as payment options on its United States website. The globally renowned, watchmaker had previously revealed that it would soon allow digital currency payments on all of its websites. Tag Heuer's latest adoption of digital currencies came into reality by collaborating with payment service provider BitPay. It made it possible that users could choose major currencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, and apparently also stablecoins to pay for the luxury products. The new payment route accepts the Exodus wallet, the Ledger wallet, and many other crypto wallets are allowed up to a $10,000 transaction with no requirements on minimal spending. Tag Heuer's CEO, Frederick Arnault, said that the company had paid attention to Bitcoin since its birth. Once again, thank you for giving us that piece of information, because every single bank and institution, and I guess now luxury brand, is revealing that they've been in the crypto space for at least 8 years. And that the recent ups and downs of the crypto market did not change his views of digital currencies as a transformative technology. He touted that the announcement was just the beginning of the giant push into Web3. So, like I said, this was super popular news. We should all but expect at this point that every brand on the planet is going to begin to accept cryptocurrencies as a form of payment. I believe a lot of companies are doing this because they now want to acquire massive amounts of crypto, and the only way, or one of the easiest ways to do so, is to get people to spend their crypto in their store. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's always that one person who ends up doing it, but I don't think that the majority of people are going to be going for it. This is a beautiful picture. My gosh, if you've never been to Switzerland, I mean, go. Like, not even half joking. Like, really, it's one of the most beautiful places on the planet. It is absolutely incredible. Back to the topic at hand. Yeah, so cool. I assume this has, this is popular news the same exact way that a couple days ago the Balenciaga news was very popular, because Balenciaga is also accepting crypto as a form of payment now. Then eventually it's going to be this company and that company, and then eventually every single, because it's always this really weird trickle down kind of thing. Everyone looks up and they see that the luxury brands are accepting crypto, and everyone, the word isn't beneath them, but lower than their yearly earnings, begins to do the exact same thing, and before you know it, every single company on the planet is accepting crypto. However, still don't think we're going to be seeing massive payment adoption anytime soon until Bitcoin is at least $500,000. But, I could be wrong. That's the Swiss luxury company. Tag Heuer is going to be accepting Bitcoin, Shiba Inu, Ethereum, and stablecoins. Is there like a list of all the coins? Nope. No. Let's just assume is like the top 10 coins. I don't know. Alrighty. Let's move on. Also in the news, Cyprus has prepared its own legislation to regulate crypto assets and is likely to adopt it before Europe finalizes a common regulatory framework, a government official has indicated. The authorities in Nicosia welcome the careful use of cryptocurrencies, he added. About 2 years ago, the European Union announced that they would be creating their own cryptocurrency rules, but the problem is that France stood on the podium first and they were like, we will make the cryptocurrency rules. And then Germany did it. I think Spain was on the soapbox for like a week and a half, but they just stopped talking after that. And then I think it was Belgium who was like, hey, we should have like a common regulatory framework. But there are a couple of other European countries who are kind of stepping to the side and making their own crypto rules. I assume because if they figure out or have figured out what the rest of the EU is going to do, and they can make their own more attractive monetary-wise rules, people would flock to their country. The same exact way we were talking about. Everyone was going to Portugal But now they have a 28% crypto tax, so maybe someone else can take over. Cyprus, they said, has an enviable position in the EU when it comes to innovation, with the second best progress last year. This is according to the European Innovation Scoreboard. The country's Deputy Minister for Research, Innovation and Digital Policy, Kyriakos Kokinos, stated at a meeting with the local fintech community. The event was devoted to digital assets, entrepreneurship, and financial technology. Commenting on the future of digital assets in Cyprus, including cryptocurrencies, the minister walked a fine line before embracing innovation and having to pay heed to the laws. The Cyprus Mail wrote in a report on Thursday, quoted by the English language daily newspaper Kokinos elaborated. I thought that was the name of the newspaper. He said, "I can tell you that Cyprus welcomes the use of digital and crypto assets, but we still need to be very careful and respect not only the regulations currently in place, but also the absence of any regulations." What a cryptic message, sir. So cool. I assume we'll get some newses sometime in the summer, because usually whenever they announce we might have some regulations, they usually have them already written down somewhere. We'll see what happens. There must be conversations behind the scenes between multiple different countries who are like, hey, they had 0% tax and tons of millionaires and billionaires are moving there. They got a 28% tax and everyone's looking for a new place to move. I also heard that Cyprus is actually quite beautiful, unless I'm thinking of another Cyprus. Either way, good luck to them. The country with the most realistic cryptocurrency regulations will win. Because, 50% tax ain't it. Anyway, that's the Cyprus rules news. And yeah, let's move on. Also in the news, I thought this was a city, but it's not. Jamestown, a global real estate investment and management firm, has partnered with leading digital currency payment enterprise BitPay to accept rent payments in Bitcoin and assorted digital currencies. At the time of writing, the plan extends only to properties based in the U.S., because that's just how it always is. It's always the United States first. Though Jamestown is hoping to expand its crypto abilities to properties in Europe. The move is pushing the goals of Bitcoin and its digital counterparts closer to being achieved, with many people likely forgetting is that while Bitcoin and many of its crypto cousins have taken on either speculative or even hedge-like statuses in recent years, many of them were originally designed to be payment tools. Yes, surprise! People around the world were meant to be using these as currencies before they even had a value. The idea was, for those of you who aren't up to it, the idea is that there are billions of people on the planet who are unbanked. Banks do not like poor people. This currency is made for all those who don't have money. They now have a way to create their own financial system that is not controlled by any government or bank. That's why the idea of being, open arms to governments and banks is always a little weird to me, but it kind of is what it is. As exchange on designs and scenarios and designs, what's important is they understand Jamestown, the initial purposes of Bitcoin and digital currencies, and are trying to transform them into usable tools that everyday people can benefit from. That sounds very like press conferencey. Jamestown, I don't know these people. I'm going to go out on the limb of the tree, very, very last fragile branch. They're doing this because it's money. All these companies aren't accepting cryptocurrencies because they've now understood that the system is broken and that we need to have decentralization and, economic freedom for everyone. This is a real estate company. I'm going to assume that, like every other company we've been hearing about, and every single time it's always the same. It's always something about economic freedom, giving our customers the right to be able to choose. Like, stop the nonsense. We know exactly what it's for. You are accepting cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin because you want more. You probably have someone behind the scenes, maybe your tax lawyer, accountant, something or other, who told you, hey, it looks like Bitcoin might hit $1 million in about 15 to 20 years. If you can get it now for really low and get people to pay their rent in it or to buy real estate from you, you could be an extremely valuable, wealthy company sometime in the future. Stop the whole, but I understand that they have to do this for press conferences and stuff like that. Like you can't just explicitly be like, hey, give me your money. I would give money. I would love more of it. I don't care what you people do. inside the flat as long as you give me money. You can't really write all those things, but it's like, geez Louise, man, like this constant, like they're doing it for the betterment of the, no, these people do not care. The entire idea of decentralization, about 3% of the actual people in crypto care anymore. Haven't you seen me go crazy like whenever we talk about like a coin having private transactions, or like this entire country potentially talking about adopting crypto? Like, of course the money's important. Cool, got it. But you don't understand exactly how bad the old system is. It is in everything. It controls everything that we do, everything that we touch. We have the opportunity to have a brand new system that can bring us out of the nonsense that we have been seeing our entire lives. And so few people understand that, because propaganda is very easy. I mean, you as a bank and institution or whatever, not this company on the screen, but you put out some false news and people go, I don't want to buy any crypto. That sounds absolutely terrible. And these are always the people who would benefit from it the most. It drives me absolutely up the wall, in case you were not able to figure it out. So apparently Jamestown, not a city, the company, is going to be accepting Bitcoin, Bcash, Ethereum, wrapped Bitcoin. Stop it. Dogecoin, Litecoin, and various stable coins. Phantasmagorical. Hope it works out for them. Once again, I'm still expecting about a good 5-year time frame, but can't stop them for trying. Moving on. Also in the news, Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange, on Monday enabled the direct selling of crypto for fiat through its debit and credit cards. The sell crypto to your credit and debit card feature, I mean, it's right in the name, will allow users to sell all their cryptocurrencies for fiat and directly transfer funds to a supported Visa or debit card. That's actually not that bad. Okay, Binance, in an official announcement on its website, revealed enabling direct selling of crypto for 11 fiat currencies. They are the UAE dirham, the Australian dollar, the Bulgarian lev, the Czech koruna. Koruna, excuse me. Apologies, koruna. Doesn't matter. Danish krone, the euro, the British pound, the Croatian kuna. All right, missing a letter there. The New Zealand dollar, the Polish zloty, and the Ukrainian it's missing vowels. Hryvnia. Customers can use the Binance website or app to convert the desired crypto into local fiat currency. Thereafter, users can transfer it directly to any preferred debit or credit card. However, in case the order fails, the cryptocurrency amount will credit to the spot wallet in Binance US dollars. I would hope so. If the transaction fails, I hope you have my money on the website still. Don't just, it disappeared. Sorry, we don't know where it went. I would hope you freaking know. Yeah, wonderful. Fantastic. It's not just me, right? This seems like something that was already a thing. Unless I'm missing something. Maybe my assumption was if you can cash out on Binance, that the money would go to your bank account, but the bank account is already tied to your debit card, and therefore you already had the money. But this seems like it can go directly to the card itself. I feel like I'm missing a huge piece of the picture, because it just sounds like the exact same thing. But as long as people are happy, I guess, I don't know, then yeah, transfer that money. Yeah, send it to that debit or Visa or credit card in one of 11 fiat currencies. See, it sounds like something that they already had, like just selling crypto, and then it goes to the bank account. But maybe I tried to scratch my ear, but there's a gigantic headphone on it and I couldn't touch my ear. Yeah, that's the Binance direct crypto for fiat sales through Visa news. Wonderful. Let's move on. Yeah. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening. That's a long line. A great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, leaving a thumbs up, supporting, leaving a comment, watching, or subscribing. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.